Hey y'all, old Tony Ramey mentioned it, and a good buddy of mine up in New Jersey by way of Texas, taking care of his aged mother up there. One of his favorite songs by Randy Travis was He Walked on Water, if y'all remember that tune. Talking about standing here watching the chickens pack. So I did a little research today, and have been for a while on these old chickens, and about free ranging them. I'm not ready to take the full step and just let them out of the pen all day and hope they don't wander off, but they're homebodies of sorts. Hey Donna. So I let them have a little treat, and we'll see if they get. I tested it this morning. They got all back in there pretty easy, but there's some adventurous little dudes. Let them do a little free ranging with an open gate this evening. But I guess I got to watch out for any chicken hawks or whatever. They're loving it, scratching and pecking at the ground. But you know, these old chickens are broiler chickens, and a lot of folks said that they won't make eggs. But I've done my research, and they're grown commercially in rapid form, high protein feed, and we all buy them at the grocery store from Tyson and Pilgrim's Pride and other name brands, if you will. Good friend of mine, and keeps his name private. You know, every time they come harvest those chickens, they don't catch them all. They're there to get what they can get and get out of there. And thankful for that, because we buy them from the grocery store. But had a few I was able to capture, and some of their breasts are a little abnormal, so we'll have to process those. But some of these chickens look decent, good size and normal, and everything I can read, they'll still, about 6 months, they'll produce about 140 eggs a year per. So I'm willing to take a chance on about 20 of them, the select ones, and just let them be chickens. They sure fell into it. There's some of them all in the weeds and sweet gum trees and everything out here this evening. But we ain't making them pets, and ain't that. They've got a job to do, and that's lay eggs. And if they can't lay eggs, they'll be in the dumplings, right? That's just how it goes. So first they just had to be able to walk. They got past that test. Now they got to lay eggs. Had a good day today, though. You know, working over in Huntington and doing some manual labor, something came to me today. It's something I've always been curious about. College education is paramount, and it's a good thing to have and do, and a discipline. But I went a different route and just went into the workforce. And I never could figure out, because I guess it came to me today. It has over time. So I was thinking it through, and some of it comes from this ground right here. I was working alongside a young man that's half my age, and respectful, good-mannered, good guy. But I'd always wonder what advanced me in the different companies that I've been with, and even in my different careers that I do now, different ventures. And it all came back to work ethic. I guess I just didn't see it any different. I didn't know there was an option. You know, when a man asks you to go a mile, you're already at a momentum. It's easy to go that extra one. And kind of bothered me today. Of course, it wasn't the kid's fault at all. Again, good young man. But here I am at my age and happy to do it, not complaining, blessed to be able to. Digging trenches and all, and look around, old boy's sitting on a chair because he's tired. I just didn't ever see it that way, and it hit me. He can't help it. He'll grow out of it, I'm sure. But there's a lot of good ones out there in this generation. He's a good one. But what's wrong with going a little extra mile? You know, if a man's paying you $75 a day, give him a $100 job. I think we can all look back at people that have influenced us in our lives, and they're those people that cared. You know, that you knew you could count on them, and they just did a little extra. So when I walk up to an old weed patch or a ditch that needs to be dug, as long as I'm not hitting gas line, if a man wants it 5 inches deep, I'm gonna dig it 6. You know, just go a little extra. But that hit me today, so that's free. Hey Carol, how are you? Hey Connie, how are you? Let me do roll call here. That's about it for now. But we're free ranging chickens tonight, cautiously. I'm not sold out that they'll stay close to the roost. I think I got a rooster out of the bunch. He's calling the shots. But boy, they're all up in the weeds. Well, we may end up calling natural selection. If they don't get back in the coop, they might be food tonight for some wild animal. So we'll see which one's the smart one. It's all right to roam a little bit, but sometimes you got to come home. There, I guess that just summed it all up. Anyway, good day on the place. Burning all that wisteria vine. It looks good gone. And man, I was talking to my sister, the songbirds on this place. I remember them. And Mamaw never fed them. I mean, you didn't feed an animal that you wouldn't get anything out of necessarily. I mean, that's wasted money in her mind. But the mockingbirds and the jaybirds and the cardinals, and I mean, they're just all over this place. Y'all hear them in every video. And it's just background song. Anyway, midweek, Wednesday, Kimberly says it's peak of the week. So I like that better than hump day. So we're on a downhill slide. Those are fun though, right? Not treacherous. But thinking about work ethic today. And most of the folks I hang with and know personally and good friends, they've got it buried within them. And they let it out. I think we all have it in us. Don't be scared to go that extra mile. It don't hurt a bit. You've already got momentum running. Let it roll. So, anyway, that's free. Let me give you one more shot of the chicken. Wisconsin. Hey, how are you? Hey, Pamela. Hey, Kim, again. Uh-oh. There's Roxanne from Wisconsin. Carolyn, how are you? And that's another thing. Everybody looks forward to my posts. I'm just an old country boy. I guess I ain't scared to talk, as y'all can see. But feel things sometimes on a little deeper level, and just want us to all be real. Real Americans, real people, real Texans in my case. And just get back to what built this thing, this country. Faith and heritage and just being good and being moral. All this yah-yah we hear all over the news and Facebook. And, yeah, whatever. Mamaw will call it poppycock. Keep on moving. She got peas to pick. I think we all have peas to pick. Why don't we get to it? Hey, y'all have a good rest of the week. We'll check in tomorrow. I didn't get the garden plot update on that. Poor old fella drug up on me about 3:30. And we had conduit to lay, and he just couldn't handle it. So, with good grace, and let him go, obviously. But no sense in being silly about it. But he'll get there. He's got it in him. He just needs to let it out a little bit. But we were delayed on coming home and getting that garden knocked out tonight. We'll shoot for tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we'll get it Saturday for sure. But ready to get that done. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm about to be a chicken herder. I think I got chickens in the old Johnny Cash. One of my favorite songs, sang 5 Feet High and Rising. Real country fans will know that song. If you don't know it, go YouTube it. You'll enjoy the heck out of it. It's written on a personal story of Cash from when he grew up in Arkansas and the flood came. And one of my favorite verses in there, the chickens are up in the willow trees. It's 5 feet high and rising. So I don't have them in the willow trees, but boy, they sure in that poison ivy. We're going to see if they're allergic to poison ivy. I may not want to eat that chicken. Might break out in a rash. But they're trying to go up them sweet gum trees. They're having a good time. All right, time to herd some chickens back in the coop. Y'all have a good night. We'll holler at you tomorrow.